For Biafra must be restored, for there is nothing the enemies can do about it. We have come that the will of the Most High may prevail. Radio Biafra is unorthodox. The way we do things are markedly different from how others do it. We are under divine instruction. We have come that Chukwuma may take control of these very proceedings this evening, for we are nothing without him. O Elohim, Chukwuma Purimihanine, unto thee we repose all that we are. Do not allow your children, IPOB, to be put to shame. Do not allow us to be devoured by the hands of the wicked. Do not allow us, O mighty one, to fall prey to those who do not know thee. You will deliver us, not because we are righteous, but because of your mercy. Hear our cry and our supplication. We are not armed. We have not killed anyone. We have not jailed anyone. We have not done anything at all to warrant the level of destruction and carnage being visited upon your children. The same way Israel suffered, so is Biafra suffering today. And if you, Elohim, can deliver Israel, so will you deliver Biafra. That is our hope. That is our anchor of everything that we hold dear as a race and as a people. You brought Biafra that light may come into Africa. You gave us hope because we are in a continent of hopelessness. And by thy grace, Biafra shall be restored. We shall be resurrected. We shall crown our efforts with the glory by the grace of the Most High himself. We are not strong. We do not pretend to be strong. All we do is to submit ourselves to your will, that your will may be done upon our lives. We have lost many people. We have lost so many good people. Their sacrifice will never be forgotten. We shall honor them, and for their sake Biafra will come. Israel lost people, and today Israel is here as a beacon of hope in a land filled with darkness. We beseech thee, O Elohim, because we are wandering all over the world, hoping against every hope that things will turn around for the better. It has never turned around for the better. Instead, it is getting worse. Please do not abandon your children. You have given us a commission, and we must accomplish it in our lifetime. We have come to honor your holy name. We have come to praise thee. We have come to honor thee, that your name may be glorified, adored, and praised forever and ever. He said,
without fear before our enemies, we have sworn an oath to restore Biafra, or we die in the process. There will be no retreat and no surrender. If the option they give to us is to seek our restoration by violence, every living thing living in the zoo will be destroyed. All the animals will be destroyed. It's a promise and a pledge we are making to them. They must understand that we just don't love our country. We are fanatical about Biafra. We will do everything humanly possible to ensure that Biafra comes. It is either the flag of Biafra is raised up, or I am lowered into the grave. One of the two must happen. It is better for this heaven and this earth not to exist than for Biafra not to come to pass. We dedicate it into the hands of Chukwuma, the creator of the heavens and the earth, because only him decreed that we should exist as a race, and only him has the say to decide and to determine if we are to survive or not. We don't rest our hopes in any man. We don't believe that any country can do anything for us. We are going to reaffirm our faith in the supremacy of the creator of the heavens and the earth, Chukwuma, upon to whom and in whom every glory and honor belongs to. That's why we worship him and nothing else and no other. We worship the one true living God. That is who we worship. That is why we were created. We are not like any other people. We have been chosen by Chukwuma to serve him. We have been chosen by the creator of the heavens and the earth that we may serve him. That is why in our names it contains every praise imaginable. Every praise imaginable to the Most High is contained within our names because we are very special people. We are here to reaffirm and reiterate that. We are here to ensure that this very march towards our freedom cannot be hindered. Any obstacle on our way, real or imagined, man or woman, adult or child, anything it is, once you are an impediment to the restoration of the sovereignty of Biafra, you will be destroyed completely and totally. In every way imaginable. We do not forgive. There is no forgiveness in our dictionary. We are here to ensure that the death of 3.5 million people is not forgotten. It is to them that I owe every ounce of loyalty and obligation. They are not here to offer any advice or to ask us to forgive Gowon. They are not here to ask us to forgive Haruna. They are not here to ask us to forgive the Yoruba people and the Awolowo family. The reason why we exist is to ensure that their memory, that they can never ever be forgotten, that their memory will linger on forever, that as long as man walks this earth, this world will remember the 3.5 million people that they killed, men and women that did nothing, children that were innocent. Their only crime is to be blessed by God. That is the only crime they have committed. As those children were being slaughtered, as they were being starved to death by a very wicked and cruel world, spearheaded by Awolowo, everybody looked on and did nothing. Instead of them to help us, they ensured that our absolute blockade from land, air, and sea was absolute, that we may die, that the children of God may die. But lo and behold, Chukwuma determined that we cannot die, that we cannot perish, because we are his own. Despite all our iniquities, despite all our sins, he made us in his image. He gave us that very edict to worship him, and that is what we do every blessed day on this radio station, without fail and without the fear of any human being. Talk less of an animal in the zoo. We are here to worship Chukwuma. For those who don't understand what Chukwuma means, he is the creator, the supreme creator of the heavens and the earth. And to him we owe everything that we are. And upon him and to him does every honor and glory belong to. This know what it means.
Good evening, fellow comrades. This is Biafra Alpha Power Media. We are reaching you from United Kingdom. My name is Mazi Chukwuma. I am one of the humble servants of indigenous people of Biafra here in United Kingdom, North London coordinated to be precise. This is Critical Analysis, and today is the 30th day of December, year of our Lord 2023, and is 5 minutes on top of the hour, 8 p.m. here, United Kingdom, presumably the same 5 p.m. on top of 9 p.m. on the Holy Land of Biafra. And I welcome you. As I welcome you this evening, please do welcome others. This is Critical Analysis, and we're reaching you out for United Kingdom, and this is Biafra Alpha Power Media International. This evening, again, we are in episode 009, with the Italian EXCO, the exposition of the Cabal within the DOS and Italian family. But before I commence this evening, I want to put up a monologue very, very quickly before the gallant man will join me in the studio. I just want to draw your attention this evening because, the enemies within, what they do is that they always try to project what their servants, what their masters have told them. Over time, we hear them trying to use our leader's name in vain for their own nefarious agendas they have mapped out for themselves. These are evil men that have got nothing to offer. As long as we live, this man will never, ever, ever in their lifetime, including their generation, see anything good because of the path they have chosen. I just want to draw your attention this evening. Kanu have tweeted And I'm going to show his tweet before. I want to read this particular message. It's very, very important that I read it because some of you might not understand what that message entails, right? And what they're projecting. Everything they do is projection. Nothing. Their threat and everything is irrelevant. They're actually working in accordance of what they have told them. I'm doing this tonight because I take permission from those that are supposed to bring my comrades. This program is specifically for Italy, but I'm going to take 15 minutes out to analyze something before I go forward. I will do a program subsequently concerning this issue. But this is Kanu tweet about probably 24 hours by now. He said, medicine after that, you sabotage your leader for months, but you never realize he is sick. You never realized how sick he was then. Now you are on the street, your eyes are open, and you are telling us what we already know. Your lies does not fly anymore. Very important. Even though our leader is sick, we know that. But now, this is why I want to read this particular junk, is to you to realize when they are trying to do something, they always tell you, this is this very individual that brought us to this program we're doing here. His witch sister lives in Italy. These are very wretched. These are nobody. We don't know where these people are. Even though we have his pictures, his sister, we see her elder sister lives there. But, and I said breaking news. This is not the first breaking news. The same guy that told us that Onyendu, they have killed Onyendu, that posted Onyendu in DSS dungeon. Remember when this breaking news came out? Now again, breaking news, because what he do? He tried to be proactive in Twitter. For those gullible ones to be those they're still siphoning money from, those that are still stealing from, because they have got nothing to offer. Now, I want to read this because it's important. He said breaking news. This is from China Sanwo. This is in the Twitter handle. He says reports reaching IPOB leadership. I don't know which leadership he's talking about. And can he tell us when was the last time he get a message from Onyendu? I can categorically tell you that this individual was on the last memo Nemeka wrote on December 15th, 2022. That was the last time that we said they got message from Mazi Umeh. So I don't know where this message is coming from. But like I said, they project something. There's something I want to fundamentally highlight here before I move forward. You know what I mean? Because it's very important. Now, he goes further to say that IPOB leadership has this, that Mazi Umeh is very sick, health complication, as he is having internal vein bleeding. All this garbage. Where did he get all this information? If Onyendu have all this problem, he don't put up somebody's health issue out there without the person's consent. Mazi Umeh is a human being. If Onyendu have complication, that is not the way to go about it. We know that regardless what is happening, because they're part of it, but it's bringing all this to people, igniting things they wouldn't say. They told us before Onyendu went to court that the heaven is going to fall. The same thing they did before election. Hope suddenly mark them and give them money at the back. They're threatening the high-neck officials, mentioned their name in so-called radio gossip. They murder people on that radio because that radio don't represent IPOB any longer. Biafra radio is the only radio that is the mouthpiece of IPOB worldwide. Now, and it goes on to say that a serious health issue that needs urgent attention. We know. We must all rise up. Now you want to rise up to make sure Mazi, your leader, after 30 months or plus, is still writing this junk on Facebook and Twitter. You know what I mean? I don't know who you are, who you fooling. You're fooling yourself, or those morons behind you, or those agent of provocateur and the fifth colonies. Are they the one you're trying to entice? Immediately to undergo a true medical examination and treatment. Even the DSS medical doctors can confirm that Mazi Umeh's health needs urgent medical attention. But you guys sabotaged it from day one. All these things is on record. Mazi Umeh's current medical condition is suspected to be caused by things like tumor, traumas from tortures, including internal puncture bleeding, wound fractures, and blunt force injuries. All this whole thing, they're trying to make you look as if, but nobody asks you to put all these things out there. Not Mazi Umeh, because he didn't have his concept. But this is doing this because that's what they have told you to do. As well as erupted anemia and bleeding disorder. The overuse of certain drugs can also be one of the serious causing of these such health issues. Moreover, the particular health issue is medical emergency and should be treated immediately by the medical professional. All this nonsense you're writing has got nothing to. But the reason why I want to come down to where you must take home. Now, I say enemy of Mazi Umeh Kanu and Biafra struggle should know that we are not complaining for neither detention of the Biafran leader or asking Nigerian government to take the issue serious, because we already know what their plans are. You already know what their plans are. How do you know what their plans are if you're not working with them? How would you know what their plans are if you're not part of them? How would you know? The question you should ask in these animals, how did you know? The same way you knew when Onyendu was rendition, kidnapped in Kenya, he was on the phone with him. After 8 days, he never said that the leader was missing. Oh, I couldn't get to Mazi Umeh. Did you tell anybody? Who did you call to tell? Nobody. He goes further to say, their plan is for Mazi Umeh to die in detention, and their alternate hatched plan by some Igbo politicians like Dave Umeh, Hope Uzodimma, Emeka. For these are people that Dave Umeh is the one, what's it called? Hope Uzodimma gave them money. Dave Umeh, these people are, because this guy got hotel in Ebonyi State and Imo State as well. Emeka is they pushing Emeka name there because of Emeka and their so-called lawyer, because he's not IPOB lawyer. But let me tell you now where my attention is. He said, let this be a very clear warning to those enemies of Biafra restoration, IPOBs to ESN. We not tolerate any more Nigerian court proceeding rubbish against Mazi Umeh rubbish, because the Nigerian judiciary has proven time without number. But you know all this, but he came out and threatened on 15th. Up to now, you have not done anything that known to man. Now, this is where I'm very, very concerned. This is the projection. Listen very carefully. Say, we know where the Nigerian government and some Igbo politicians are heading to, which of course is part of them. This is what they are thinking. That's why they're behaving the way they're behaving. That's why he's challenging Mazi Umeh. All their plans against Mazi Umeh is to jail him for life imprisonment and maximum of 25 years, so they can have enough time to destroy IPOB and ESN. That's all I want to. That's all I want to let Biafrans know. And the idiot said the enemy of Biafra should know that. Be ready for a serious confrontation and venture into this journey of Nigerian disintegration. Jesus Christ of Nazareth. You know, it's very important. Like I said, I take an exception this evening to make sure I read this particular junk. I have a special program for this individual. But what I want to tell you is that anytime they're projecting something, know already what are their plan. But the one thing is certain is that whatever they think or whatever they project is not for Mazi Umeh, not for IPOB. If you listen to this particular thing, you see where they underline, that is their wish. Now, you see, it's not telling that Mazi Umeh is dead. It's the same person told that they are poisoning Mazi Umeh, DSS are poisoning Mazi Umeh. They peddled that lie one time. It is not for the interest of anybody that they should go start burning houses and destroy. This is what they campaigned in the so-called radio station. One of the morons there, anchoring, is telling people to go out and start slaughtering people, while our leader is still in DSS dungeon. So it is imperative that some of us understand where these individuals are coming from, right? So now this is what they just told you, that their plan is to imprison Mazi Umeh for life for 25 years. Give you the years they want to jail on you. 25 years is not a life imprisonment to start with. That's not a life imprisonment to start with, but he just told you that. I will rest it there. I just want Biafrans to know that anything you hear from this individual, they don't have any message. I know that the so-called charge and bail lawyer was in their so-called BTV. I told you people there's nothing like BTV. They don't know what they're doing. These are clowns. I came out here, I told you. They went to be paying for a room for over 2 years for 670 euro. Do you know how much that back home? How many people we lost in our place for sake of television? They don't know what television is. Now they're using the same platform. What Rapture Media is using, the so-called Moses is using. That is the same thing they're using. Who are the people broadcasting there? Clowns. Clowns are the people broadcasting that. These are fallen angels. But it's very important to some of you to understand, because we will tell you in advance. They have got nothing to offer. These people are gone. I will rest it there. They are not speaking for Mazi Umeh, so I will definitely bring the Italian family in the studio now for them to introduce themselves. Then we go into the real deal of the day while we are here. And, so yeah, I want every one of you to get ready for them to introduce themselves. Then we move speedily as we have taken some like 15 minutes. I kept it in 15 minutes, like I said, Good evening, fellow comrade. Mazi Uguru, please. Can we start with you, the national coordinator, Italian national coordinator, Obichukwukamadu. Thank you very much.
Mazindewo, good evening from
Good
here.
evening.
Fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom. My name is Mazi Obichukwukamadu Uguru. I reside here in Italy. I serve IPOB as the national coordinator under the leadership of Mazi Nnamdi, no another person, I used to say. This evening is not going to be exceptional, as usual. But one thing is certain. Invite your friends and well-wishers to pay attention this night and hear what we are going to say. Thank you very much, and God bless.
No, Mazi, go on, please.
Good evening, Mazi. Good evening, Biafrans. My name is Ephraim Ugwu, National Financial Secretary, IPOB Italy, under the leadership of Onyendu Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Thank you very much.
Treasurer, there, Mazi Ekezie.
Good evening, Mazi Umeh, and
There,
good evening, fellow Biafrans and lovers of freedom. My name's Chukwuma Ekezie. By God's grace, IPOB Italy National Treasurer and also Sandana Coordinator. We are here tonight to continue to expose the cabals in our midst and to let you people know those who really have interest on Mazi Nnamdi Kanu.
Thank you very much. And tonight, there's a very significant thing we need to do. Some of you saw the fake memo they issued. And I think some of us saw, that was last year we played that video. I have the video about, we saw Biafran kids, we are in, I think they were having like a session. That happened in Italy, and this, our sister, happened to be the person that was organized it, because I was briefed about it. We have played that video before, and this fake, unnecessarily, the person that wrote this thing is a clown. He's not the national coordinator. They call himself KK Uda, whatever the heck his name is. I put it up here for a reason. But IPOB worldwide must take note of what is happening. Some of us remember that there was a time Chief Edoziem job was on rampage on issuing memo, ref, right, and center that advised him to do that. That was, it wasn't, I said it then, it wasn't Chief Edoziem job. All the countries you went to, removing even zonal coordinators is not your job. I said it from day one. That was not your job. When it comes down to country, the people that have the power in that country, they start with the national coordinator. It has nothing to do with the European rep. It has nothing to do with the so-called H1D. It doesn't work like that. Onyendu don't get involved in the subordinate of a coordinator in a country that have a zone, because it's a grassroots movement. I warned about this from day one. But as you can see, when they want to concoct a memo, or a lot of people now, they're making the national coordinator in those, the ones they settle now, because what they came, it was coup d'etat on the highest order. They defile every norms of IPOB and try to maneuver things. And today you want people to listen to you. Who is going to listen to you? Everything that is happening today, you guys are the fundamental. Everything started from when you people start disobeying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. We were shouting on top of our voice. You must know this. It doesn't matter where Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is. 2015, 16, 17. Those that were before you, some of you are part of nobody then. And we will tell you those that were piloting what we are doing then. The one thing you must not take away from them is that they never defile any loose order. And I stand on that word to be corrected. Only the word will never, pin will not drop on the ground. It doesn't matter when that message came, that message must be delivered to Biafra. And that we must respect those people there, regardless of what they have done today, because you people are the worst we have seen in IPOB. Now, in my lifetime, I joined this struggle. I have not seen anything like this. But when you tell us things like this will happen, it's 100 men, we are in the era. Now, this our sister is a reverend sister. And the Italian National Coordinator is here. So they are aware that this is fake. But I will play that our sister's voice tonight. The conversation he had with what's it called? The so-called European rep, the nitwit himself, Austin Alban. I'm going to play her voice with response from that nitwit. After that, we're going to have the voice of Rome coordinator prior to what happened in Italy. I think you guys are following what we've been doing. This is episode 006. You must not pay attention to this clown because more voice is coming. Like we said, this episode, we don't know when it's going to stop, but as long as we have time, I'm dedicated to this thing, we will be doing it because it's very, very important that Biafrans know what is happening around us. So let's kick off with this particular, our sister's voice tonight, and we'll analyze it as we go. Let's listen, please.
Good evening. Because I will support Gango. Memo issue was our national remove volley. Maka don't let it go yesterday.
For some of us that hasn't been following the program, this is episode 009. This particular conversation was when they concocted so-called letter against the national coordinator that was installed by our leader. Nobody has power to remove a national coordinator that Mazi Umeh cannot install. I can tell you categorically here in UK, even the person that appointed that person tried it, he couldn't do it. Talk less of somebody that he didn't appoint. This our sister took it up to her to call Austin Alban. That's the conversation you're hearing. Because of the same issue letter they are issued now on her name. Because as long as you are not following their criminal activities, they will issue, because they think that they have made our memo now become tissue paper. My comrade said when you come, we have to change that particular memo. Everything about the memo has to be changed. And I totally agree with him. What nothing. There's no coronation under it anymore because it doesn't carry any weight anymore. Anybody can sit down in their bedroom. They will send them their PDF. They will just concoct it. They will copy and paste and send for no reason. Our sister, Reverend Sister Onyinyechi Isiguzo, and I think he's concerns, if I say it very well, coordinator, and the family is here. They're going to help me. If I didn't pronounce it very well, because that's in the Italian language. But I want to establish for people to know the voice of whom you're listening to. That's the memo we'll show you. That's our sister's voice. It's not because of this memo. It was prior to their national coordinator when they concocted this so-called insubordination. They have got no definition about it. So they're sitting on top of insubordination. If Austin Alban can be holding parallel meeting against Madam Nendianya, what are we talking about here? This animal you see here, this monster, this nitwit you see here, holding meeting, co-coordinator tell them, don't listen to Madam Nendianya for whatever she said. So how are you going to move forward? Tell me. It's not hearsay. I recorded his voice. I have his own voices. Videos, I have them. In couple meeting, I asked him for, he couldn't answer. I have all this evidence, just like I've been playing here. I have mine in videos. A time will come, all these things will come out of Biafra and they will see. The devil, the evil man you're looking at. But that's our sister, that's her voice, please.
Mistake is in Nakania now. I can't want to get by history, man. They are going to choose it. And a man, I think I'm a Zoji Kurozi, no, is a suspension. I'm waiting for the phone number, IJOD. I didn't like this memo of issue. And I have the issue of people. See, I form a mistake on your Zoman. I'm going to make the mistake. I just want to explain to him. Because let us say there are more come.
Now, I'm going to, our man here is going to explain, but because she's speaking in Igbo, I know that some of us are not listening, they don't understand Igbo. I will explain. Our sister is sending a voice note to us now, explaining to him that the memo in question, they claim that was what the sitting national coordinator, that was his offense, that mistake came from her. And now she's explaining why would they do that if they could give her the so-called HOD's number that she can get to him and explain what happened, that it was her fault. If anything should happen, that should come to him. That should come to her, sorry. I beg your pardon. So I will explain it in Igbo, then I will allow them to come in now to summarize it because they are the first-hand information concerning this whole thing here.
Last time, we were the same one, so due to translate with the PDF for the enemies, I'm just email to email of as place. But I don't think a mistake is I will be a mistake. I don't know why I message is it should say suspicion. I don't know. I don't know. Because I'm not happy the memo.
Now, our sister, she's explaining about the letter because there's no mistake there. The letter has been a generic letter they have written for you guys to always, to tender to the Italian government or wherever where you guys are going. If you go into any embassy to put it in Italian language, which should be exported with PDF, even translating it can be done in words. You know what I mean? But it's something you don't know. That's what our sister is saying it here. Doesn't require it to give to China Sanwo-Olu to do. But I don't know why that was happening. It blows my mind, to be fair. But our sister here, she's explaining it that she was one that did it. And there's nothing wrong with she doing it because already Chikedozium signatory has already been there. It's generic. So you can copy it and put it back, whatever. You put it on, export it. That's how it works on PDF. And that's what our sister she's explaining here. But that's the reason they gave. Because all of us, they issued memo against, they have far nothing on any of us. Those people are the ones standing with Mazi Umeh because they have an agenda. I'll allow her to continue.
So I let Bamji or my fourth grade suspended the man now. Don't know, remember to guys suspension. Well, I got none now. God bless you, God.
And she tendered that there's no need for them to suspend him for her own mistake. And he called and accepted if there's any mistake whatsoever. But they put it that she did a fraud. He did a fraud. Which fraud? A generic letter. How can it be fraud? It's not a fraud. Well, let's go. Let's listen to the nitwit himself responding to this message now.
Good morning from your sister Mary. As you know, I heard today. And what I'm also happy.
Austin Alban is responding because this conversation was in Igbo, so I need to translate. Austin Alban is got her message and greeted her and asking her, I hope you're okay. So he's continuing. I will just give him a couple 30 to 40 seconds and I will explain.
You can see, I thank him. A job now, my source of signature, come here to this web, Ephraim law accumulation of nemesis in Italy and that we met in 2 weeks ago, which.
Okay, now he's responding to our sister's message. Now, because the sister tendered that, is it because of signatory? And now he's responding that he didn't think it's because of the signatory, that is accumulation of things that's happened in Italy. And I don't think he's going to mention the accumulation because we need to know what can you actually tell us what has accumulated, as the city national coordinator, what he has done. You know, so are we talk over it because his conversation is in Igbo? For those that don't understand Igbo, please.
At the meeting. I think all those reasons contribute to that removal or move to make a signature. So he went to give bomb because where I pull out more on the phone. Was the most in the Bazios Yama on a Kawakwana Motos, Memo, Kawakwari, and any Uguru. So I don't think now just because of that signature or accumulation of any time. So I don't think you'd have any reason to worry. And I don't think now because of that alone. So call me maybe in the evening, Kaigo.
You know how poisonous this guy they call Austin Albani. You know when they started this menace, this guy was the person they used. I have never seen any human being. You know when I said this in 2017, the first time I heard this guy's voice. The first problem we have in United Kingdom, this guy ignited it. The first problem of 2017, the first meeting we held, Austin Albani was there, Chikedozian was there, and a host of others was in that meeting. This particular animal, this monster you see here, his words was what ignited the problem. It has had this mindset from onset. They don't understand what IPOB stands for. They think it's his village meeting that is dealing. Now he told sister that it's not because of the signatory, it's accumulated. But we had to ask them what this accumulation, because we don't know. And they make a reference to a particular meeting. So I would like you guys, if this voice finishes, we're going to deal with it before we go into the next one. You know, what actually transpired, because I don't know. But you guys are here, please. Let's see if he finishes. Then, and he's telling the sister that is accumulation, that if you have time, that he should call her back, call him back. Let's see, I probably ended, I don't know. But if he ended, then we'll talk about it.
If you still need the explanation, very well.
Biafra Alpha.
Okay, so he's finished. Now, let's bring you guys in. Mazi, I will go with Mazi. Mazi Uguru, can you comment on this particular? I want everyone to say something before we move to the next one, please. Start with you, Mazi Uguru.
Yeah, Mazi, thank you very much for that audio. You know, as you said before, this particular man, you see, he's called like a monkey. Osnaban is a totally evil man. Osnaban opened his mouth and said that it is not because of signature, it's the accumulation of insubordination. Then I dare you, Osnaban, you idiot. How can you? Why are you pretending not to tell? I'm telling you now. Let you, because he's listening. You are listening to me. Now, right now you are hearing me as I speak. Now, I paid the whole world that accumulation. I did. Because after tonight, if you did not do, Chukwuma will be running after your evil you have placed in this IPOB. Or to the day you will come openly and confess. I'm talking about Italy alone because you've done a lot of damages in Italy, and I work very close with you, and I know everything about you. You can lie as much as you can, but as God has it, you have seen it today. All the monsters you created here, I did not talk to any of them. I leave them to run until this day. And you us now, you don't know the day like this will come because you are an evil. And the evil will follow you to the end time. It's a promise. Because I have not done anything wrong with this song. Osnaban opened his mouth said that because the Osnaban refused to tell the whole world that the Chikedozian, the vegetable himself, two of them came to me and said that I should not allow Adamania, the federal finance worldwide, a high rank of principal officer of that matter, to view their account. She is aware of. Onyendu ordered to open. Onyendu ordered that any account in any area did not view, will be shut down. Why are you people fail to tell the whole world that you people came to me to block Adamania not to take any money from Italy, not to do anything. I told Chief Ekezie that you people are getting everything wrong. That it shouldn't happen. If you have a problem with the head of finance, you people should go and settle it. That is the way the anger, that is the accumulation of my insubordination. These are the jobs. And continue saying it. These are species of 2015. They are still there. We are still there. And God will go after the one after the other. Unless they come out and confess their sins before they fall it. Otherwise, I told you right from time, Italy will be the last bus stop, and it will happen. I'm not bragging. I'm not bragging. I'm telling you the fact, and you have seen it. You open your gutter mouth and say that Mazi have accumulation of insubordination. Well, they do not here. Time shall come, they run after you. You think this is because some of them are regretting today. You did not tell them the truth. You came here and closed the release account. My Uguru asked me about it. Why are you closing this account? Why you refuse people not to pay? You told people not to pay. You said, Mazi, where is this money going? The one that are giving you now, have you explained them where the money is going? That is my question to you, Osnabai. Some of your cabal, they don't even know the deep love went in Italy because you are a crooked man. You are a gabardine, as I told people. Osnabai is a gabardine. You people that in building materials, you know what I'm talking about. Very deadly chemical. Very, very deadly chemical. Osnabai. Please, if you know what is good for you, come out and tell the world that accumulation of insubordination. If you fail to do that, people tell them I will strike you. I'm telling you, it's not a threat. I'm just on my own, and you purposely lay allegation on me for no reason. Did I snatch your wife? Did I embezzle your money? Because me and you jam in this trouble. That's why you have that audacity to do all evil you did in Italy and think you can get away with it. Italy is the end of the road. Italy is the end of the road. It doesn't matter what happens. It doesn't matter how you people gang up. That money you are asking of, the one you are collecting now, where is the money going? Where is our leader today? What effort you people have made? You are running after Omakoko. Today, as you said it, you abandon our leader, camouflage. You will do everything. At the end of the day, you just confuse the gullible ones. Just attach Mazi Nnamdi Kanu so that people will listen to you. But God is still open and secret. It doesn't matter how hard you pretend. So us now, this night, from this night, you have reduced yourself to zero, because anybody have listened to this voice clip this night and are going to listen to it, and we continue listening to you and you are about, then I know that those people are imbeciles, because you have caught what you cannot cheat. My problem with you is any day, anytime you come out and say the world the accumulation of that insubordination, then you are free. Otherwise, because this false allegation for no reason, you don't want to.
No, Mazi Ephraim, please, can you take the stage? I mean, let's deal with this, then we'll move forward to the next voice. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Please, I will start by saying that our sister, the Reverend Sister herself, made no mistake. There was no mistake, because she was saying that she made a mistake, that the mistake was done. There was no mistake in what happened. because the translation was done the way it has been done all this while. And just because the old witch herself, the sister of Chinas and Woro, did not do it this time, it became a forgery. So there was no mistake. Everything was done accordingly. So everything they are doing, before they even wrote this memo and all that, they have been waiting for an opportunity, something to grab on, something to just take home and just say, with this one, we've gotten this guy. Let's write the memo. So everything they did, everything they are doing, it was just a planned work. Now, let me just talk about this, the memo they wrote against her, of the recent one, because this idiot writing memo up and down, that I don't know why he's parading himself as the national coordinator of Italy. Who appointed him? Nobody appointed him as the national coordinator, not Onyendu. If Onyendu has never said anything concerning him as the national coordinator of IPOB Italy, it's nobody. It's nothing. So the person he's writing memo against, if you check their record, financial records in Italy here, the Reverend Sister is even, the Reverend Sister will beat him hands down in terms of finance, in terms of contribution, in terms of adding value to this struggle. So these people, they are just deceiving themselves, because everything they're doing, they are not representing the indigenous people of Biafra. Up to date, I'm still waiting for them. One of them that will come to me to say, I need this from you, I have to collect this from you, because they all know. I've given them the answer. You people do not represent the indigenous people of Biafra, wherever you are. So I have nothing to do with anybody. What I have in my possession are things of the indigenous people of Biafra. And that will never go to them, because these people are evil. This Reverend Sister, since she started working in IPOB, as a coordinator, a lot of changes, a lot have changed up to date. And you talked about a video, Mazi, you talked about a video which she made last year with Italian kids.
Yeah.
That video,
Yes,
that was Christmas Carol. You know,
it went viral. Yeah.
Christmas time, the kids at school, before Christmas, they come out to sing and all that. She made it in a way that it represents Biafra, first time in history here in Italy. It has never been done. First time in history. Nothing like that has ever been done. When that video came out, they were all bittered to show you the kind of people in this struggle, the kind of people we are in this struggle with. They were so bittered. They did not even share that video. They didn't even make it go viral. These witches, these people are evil. Then I understood these people, that these people are very, very evil. But if it should be gossip against Kanu, against Madam Nenaya, against Oyendu's family, then let's make it viral. That's more important. Then what should I be doing with this kind of people in this struggle? That's the question I've been asking myself. Because these people, they are demonic. They are not after this truth.
It doesn't want anything. And I totally agree with you. Go on, Mazi.
They are not after the struggle. They are not after the release of Oyendu Nnamdi Kanu, who has been there for months. What we are going after, how to cause commotion, insult Oyendu's family. Once it's Kanu, they'll just carry it. Madam Nena, let's kill her. These are the people that have been in struggle with for years. Demonic people. So this Reverend Sister we are talking about here is formidable. And nothing, she goes nowhere. She remains in this struggle more formidable than any of them. Count them, how many they are. This Reverend Sister remains here, and nothing is going to happen. If I should be close to her, maybe where she lives, the day she will be in the middle, let them try to come, I'll be there. Because since it has resorted to something else, let's take it to that level. I'm also waiting for them. The day one of them, maybe the idiot close to me, will just come close to me and say rubbish. That day, I don't even know what to say. So the Reverend Sister is formidable. She is one of the best coordinators we have here in Italy, and she continues to be. So everything they're doing, they're just wasting their time. Thank you very much, Mazi.
No, well, it is imperative that people understand that what they did was to make sure that everything Mazi, Nnamdi Kanu, and IPOB have worked tirelessly with the blood of our people is in vain. Because everything they do, they go after those that are doing what they're supposed to do. Mazi, Ekezie, please.
Thank you, Mazi Umeh, for giving me the opportunity. Well, I don't have much to say. There is one broadcast that Ojendo wife made. She said in that broadcast that the time you know the person that loves you is to keep things the way he kept it and manage it for that person when that person is not around. Then that shows that you love that person. Not when somebody kept something somewhere. Instead of you to put it in order, you destroy it and put your own. You don't love that person. Mentioning accommodation of things that made them to write a memo. And he told that, he said something that place that sister, didn't you hear what happened in the meeting? The meeting, because they're requesting account that Onyendi said no, they should not dabble into finance. That's why it's hard for them to mention it, even in that memo. And Abanyam have said it. No, it's not the signature. But you hear them saying he forged signature, he forged document. You hear them saying, but now from the horse's mouth, you said it's not because of the signature. And the Reverend Sister who organized that document have come out and say, I am the one who did it. If there is any discipline or any penalty, I'm supposed to be at the body, not the person, not the national coordinator. I'm the one who did it. And he responded that is accumulation because they are requesting account. Onyendi said no, they shouldn't dabble into finance. That's why it's heavy for him to say it. You understand? So yes, all what they are doing is cut and join. If we didn't get the evidence and what they did in Italy, they have done it to other countries and get away with it. And Italy is the end of them. The end of the road for them. Everything they did in Italy, we both finance everything. We have the vote. If what we are saying here is lie or allegation, they have their own platform to go and debunk it. That is the thing. The day I told you them that day, that February, that meeting, they said everything there because of that account, but they don't want to come out openly. They just concord to memo. You see now, they have given this one a chance to write a memo, giving everybody in Italy. He have become a king. I told them that I can never, whom Onyendi did not authorize. How can I listen to that person? Who is he?
No.
A national coordinator under Chike, not under Onyendi. And you expect me to come and follow that person? They are talking rubbish. So you can see what happened in Italy, that everything they did here is concocted because whoever stands strong with Onyendi and respect the code of conduct and follow the rule of this thing, they don't want that person. They want the person who will be telling them lie, who will answer any rubbish they dish out from their mouth. Then you have become their own man. So that is the only thing I want to contribute. The memo they gave to our national, you can see it have come open. That is not because of a signature. It's not because of, it's not a forgery. It's the game they plan to put their own man there so that I can be able to do whatever they like to do in Italy.
Thank you very much. This is Biafra Alpha Power Media, and this is continuation, and this is Expose 009. And let me just make it clear here, because as we go forward, this program is designed to educate Biafrans. And like we said, regardless how they try to fight us in every angle, listen, the message has to get to those that deserve it. We should not be ignorant here. Like Mazi Ekezie said, like UK here, we have enough evidence here in UK as well. Remember that South Africans, even the Western Cape, we then couple program with them, and they're there. Joburg have started. So many people, you must understand the way our people behave. Our people, sometimes they don't have that, because as an IPOB member, this is things we shouldn't have done. But now, the providence that are giving us this opportunity is in our code of conduct, that when you see things happening, that we allow it, we follow the code of conduct without knowing that they have ulterior motive, because you could have attacked them from the beginning. Then within yourself will be guilty that you said, okay, I couldn't have given them that chance to find out what they were doing. But now it's clear to every son. And that is why this is very, very important. Everybody to key in and understand that this has got nothing to do with individual. And the reason why this is very, very pivotal is that everything we say here, there's evidence to back it up. As we started from the 001 to 009, we are proceeding to show you. If you have not listened, it's available for you to listen from every platform. We are in YouTube, Biafra Alpha Power Media, Biafra Radio is there, and our Facebook. All these things are there. You can see them there. We normally broadcast them just to let you understand what these people have done. National coordinator is a representative of Mazi Nnamdi in every country that we are. It is not something you toy with. Onyendu said, national coordinator represent me. So you must have that decorum. The person they make a national coordinator, the parallel Biafra community, we are going to show you his voice and see if this is the kind of people that you want to lead you. Very important. Now, Zogo, if you have something to say, please go on before we start with this voice again, please.
Yeah, thank you, Mazi. Just to add something pertaining that day, he's talking rubbish that because of what we did in the meeting. I want the whole world to hear from me now that even before that very meeting, the one that I'm using here called Rapture Media, Jackson Moses, removed me from being an admin in our Zoom. And I called up Nabaim and told us, Nabaim, see what this guy did. You know what that monster said to me? That when it doesn't come into the meeting, that I should say it again. When the vegetable himself entered the meeting, I did as I directed by us Nabaim. It doesn't ask me what is wrong about that, because this is his language all the way. These people, they hated me to the core. Even if they have opportunity to do more than what they did now, they will do. But Ubichukwukamadu is watching them. And I will let them, you wrote to me, you said even that meeting, that when you will come for me, nobody will say. And I replied to you, you are not Ubichukwukamadu. You are you are a mortal, nothing more, nothing less. If you come for me, it's up to you, but mind you, you are not the creator. So this is what I want to add there, so that the whole world will know how crooked these people are and how devilish they are.
Yeah, we have played his voice here. We had his voice, I think, if you remember, his voice we played here where he threatening you. We had that voice on this program. So all these things are documented. It is not something, you're not saying it again. It has been re-echoed. We have played our voice. So now we continue. And the voice you're going to be listening to now is the Rome coordinator. This is concerning of this whole saga, because we are letting it out what transpired in Italy, because Italy was significant because it was mentioned that the memo Onyendu gave. You know, sometimes we talk about Italy. Some of you don't realize why we are. Even UK. UK is very, very crucial as well. You know, but over time, we're going to get into all of this. Like as we are moving forward now with Italy, UK is going to come as well with time. But let me say it again. I want to flash this again to you to remember. Like what you see the road today, this is 15/12/2022. Over a year ago, 24 months ago, these people have got no contact with our leader. I want to be clear here. You see all these people you're seeing, including Chikedozem, this is the message Onyendu, this is official message that Onyendu will use against them if Onyendu one legal means with them because they broke the code of conduct. Chikedozem, his signature is in our code of conduct. He defiled it. I want to tell you that contemporary, they don't know what this memo stands for. I've told people, if you want to deal with them, all you need, doesn't matter where you live, translate our code of conduct in their language. Translate this and sanctify it there in the country wherever you reside. They can't get away with it. Because the people, the world know that we are freedom fighting movement and we have a leader. Not because every country have gone into, even Italy where you are, you know, Brutus murdered as Caesar. So we guys should remember that they have their own history about fighting for their own survival. So, I said it before, if you want to deal with this individual, all you require is our code of conduct and this particular memo. Italian was mentioned here. It was specific. He mentioned Italian national, he said Italian coordinator should not be tampered with. He said it there. And when he goes down again, I think I talked about account again. If I'm not mistaken, there's an account here. If he didn't say the account, and he said all national coordinators should be reinstated. Union do mention it here. Yeah, Italian national coordinator, which is Uguru here, is here. So who is parading himself to be a coordinator? And this thing was copied to Chikedoziem. Madikam his name is mentioned here. I'm bringing this back again. If maybe I'll read it to people to hear. Number one, today, this is the reason why Simon Ekpa don't talk about it. When you say it's forbidden, you don't need to talk about him. If you want to murder himself, fair enough. DOS should never dabble into the finance of, he said, DOS should never dabble into the finance of the family. Now, do you know what this entails? Austin Arman is just European rap. I want to reiterate again as we go forward. Let's refresh people, not just playing people's voice. The reason why we are here, this particular memo is official memo from our attorney, Nnamdi Ejiofor. When Nnamdi Ejiofor released audio in 2022 about the sit at home they wanted to install, that sit at home didn't see the light of day because that message came from our leader. They accepted it. Now, I want to read this again to everybody to listen to this memo, instructions and directives of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu on the 15th of 12/2022, a year, 24 months ago. Number one is Simon is forbidden. DOS should never dabble into finance of family. All SAC national coordinator appointed by Mazi Nnamdi Kanu himself must be reinstated with immediate effect. All the fake sacking, they have sacked people. This is the Onyendu's word, not my word. And Nnamdi Ejiofor cannot write this because you know the consequence of this. But this is where Mazi Onyendu went far. Some people, these people don't understand what they have bargained for. That's why they're telling the Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is going to die in prison. They're going to jail him 25 years because they know what they're going to get. But they do time. Now he goes further to say, no national coordinator is to be removed without clearance from Onyendu, which Chikedozien confirmed it. When they were pressuring him about Nnamdi, he said he doesn't have that power. He knows where his power stopped before they embarked up on this society where they are in today. Head of DOS should immediately announce the new appointment of German coordinator, which he never did. Head of DOS to inform all coordinators not to send money in their, not to sending in their monthly dues to German for fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, for fighting against Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. This is instruction. Italian coordinator should not be tampered with. No account should be opened in South Africa. When you said it, US, France, or anywhere, including Italy, is a sound warning. All money should be paid in German account, which they closed. This is Onyendu's direction. German account said all money should pay to German account in India, DOS must avoid doubling into finance of families to avoid Umio's reputation. Now, it's very, very important. They tried it, but they could not succeed because then there was one problem they had then. This Chike Edoziemi you seem to be this monster, this vegetable, this enemy at the gate, the chronicle of a saboteur Chike Edoziemi. This same Chike Edoziemi opened a parallel account in Switzerland. It was shut down. Subsequently, but he tried the same thing in 2016. Because 2015 to 2016, he opened an account. Then we're having the same problem. When the other coordinator across the globe not to pay money to Germany. It goes further to say, Madaka to report immediately to him through council and the reason for the insecurity in Imo State. Madaka Madu, which is this Benjamin Madu, this idiot is seen running around like an idiot. All press statements must be unite the IPOB and press for the release of from detention. Now, after listening to this whole thing and the copy on 13 say copy of the memo to be sent to Chike Edoziemi, Ephraim for Esquire. Keep one for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you understand what I mean? This is a legal document. Because Chike Edoziemi will not say he didn't receive this document. Do you understand why he ended it? He said a copy of the memo is sent to Chike Edoziemi, Ephraim for Esquire. Keep one for Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Do you know the implication of this? None of them understand the implication. Ejiofor says he's a lawyer, but he doesn't know. That's why he's a criminal. He's facing criminal charge in the zoo. But now his indictment starts from here. This particular memo, I keep on telling you guys, some of you don't know the power behind this particular memo. If you listen to our sister in America, Latina, is it Latina? The woman that had issue with Madam Oyibo, that lady was saying that you need a letter heading of a lawyer, solicitor, of an attorney. Because when a solicitor and attorney firm put their letter heading in everything, it become authenticated. Now, the copy sent to Chike Edoziemi fired a director from his leader. Which country in the world will listen to you? Just tell me one country in the world will pay attention to you. Because if you jump into any country, the country will put this memo and show you. But you said you were working under who? Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. But this letter was sent to you. Have you acted upon it? You think people don't know what's going on? I'm making it today. I want Biafrans to know. Everybody. I said it before. Simon Ekpa has done no duty care in IPOB. Simon Ekpa is not a member of IPOB. Simon Ekpa was never a member of IPOB registered anywhere. I remember one time we made a program. That's one guy that lives in Australia. The guy said he wants Simon. He's going to pay for his 24-month monthly to become an official member. That's why when you said it here, DOS should not respond because they are talking about Simon Ekpa they're distracting our people. Whatever he's doing is in his head. Very, very important. They gave him the edge. Why I went into this again is I want people to understand where we're coming. It's not just playing the voices. You must understand why Italy is pivotal. That's why I went back to that memo. Now let's continue with the voice because we have to deal with this.
Hey Biafra, comrade, IPOB Italy. I want to use this opportunity to thank everybody that came for this rally today. More especially Mazi Chinedu Nwoye Aganeku, and also Mazi Konso, and also Brescia coordinator, and the Casavatuno, Stimiliano, and Ladis Poli, and also Chistena di Ratina, and also people of Rome as a whole. So I thank you people, and I say may Chukwuma bless each and every one of you. On behalf of Mazi Uguru, who is in charge of Italy, I thank each and every one of you. And I say may Chukwuma bless all of you and bless your pocket as you spend to come eat Rome. Chukwuma is going to nourish your pocket. Fellow comrade, there is something that I heard now, and I'm not happy about that. I want all of you to also think about that. This rally we did today, it went successfully, and
Okay, I want to tell you who his voice you're listening to, and he's giving vote of thanks. And this vote of thanks come from the same memo they tagged that memo fraudulent. He committed fraud with the signatory, but it's about IPOB. And that particular memo was what they went for, protest, and the protest was successful. And this is the voice of the coordinator of Rome, which is Chukwuma. That is his voice. Are you listening? Now, this gentleman is giving vote of thanks, even make reference to his national coordinator, very, very important. And I have to give him that respect because of the way he presented himself. The way he presented the note regarding his national coordinator. Vote of thanks for those that participated, because this is a volunteer and he must respect it. This is the crime. Mazi Umeh, the Italian City National Coordinator, committed. And this man now, this is our brother Shadrach. Now, his Rome coordinator is now giving vote of thanks and referencing to his national coordinator, please. I want you to pay attention.
We submit letter, not less than 10 embassy. We submitted letter, both Russian embassy, America, British. We submit with the recommendata. And also we want to submit also with the ordinary hand. So, after everything now, today being the final day, after we did the rally this afternoon, the letter we're supposed to go and give the American embassy, the Italian police, they refuse. They said they first of all send it to British people. And after they chat with them, they refuse. They say that nobody is there. And they will take it like that. So during the time they opened that letter, Mazi Ugo saw that his address is in that very letter. He said that the address he was there. And also Mazi Kenke have this letter also inside his telephone. But surprisingly, Mazi Kenke go and call European rep. And they tell you.
Now, Mazi Kenke is this time paraded himself as a national coordinator, right? If I'm not mistaken, right? Is it the person that he's referring to?
Yes. Yes.
Thank you very much. I want us to be clear.
European rep that later we supply, we submit to ambassadors, carry his own address. So what is he trying to do? He's now trying to say that letter Uguru give us is a fake letter. It's not a good letter. And I talked to Uguru. Uguru told me that before the letter came, that is the same letter that Bergamo used. And if it is the same letter that Bergamo used, this problem that is going on have not started that time, which means Kenke is still in peace with Uguru. But what Kenke did now, it means that because it's no more good with Uguru, he now go and report us to European rep, to go and report this letter to European rep this afternoon. Upon that Kenke came that letter, he come that rally as late as, he come always almost 12 o'clock. But he still go and report to European rep. When the rally never even finish, he go and report to European rep.
Mazi who became Shadrach Malfo. I don't know you, but one thing I take out is when he started this particular whole thing. But one thing you must understand is this. What these people did in every country they went is that they will found people they will use as a tool. It happened in UK here. I know people that called me. So what they do is that they will prompt people that will be causing problem in the meeting. That's how they started. Those people are sitting under insubordination. They shout down on national coordinator, zonal coordinator, regional coordinator. They have no regard. It happened here in my presence. I have numerous evidence against it. So my brother, Kenke was projecting himself. That is why you see where he is there, including the old witch themselves. You see what they rewarded them with. Just like when they murdered Aparawa men there, and about more than 50 men, and about when they took money from you people to sow Fendi. Then the girl that sold these people to the zoo military, the girl lives in Nottingham here. This home dream Peters. That's how they compensate people by sabotaging what we are doing. So, my brother, I want to comment on this to let you know that it is not in a good faith. That is why you see his position today in what they are doing. You see what they did in Italy. They said they're opening television. Which television they open? Who is there? They're broadcasting to his internet. There's no TV required to rent any house and be paying rent. Let's be clear here, please. I will allow my brother to continue because after you guys will summarize. Yeah.
So, why I'm saying this here is that I am not happy for what is going on. Anybody who try to betray me while I'm working, I will not take it easy with that person, because this rally, I suffer. I spend my own money to pay for Casabatuno, for them to come Rome. Is 500 euro. Is not, flyer is not there. Sending letter is not there. Plus all other things I did. We buy speaker megaphone, the type of Oloka one, but the small one, 100 and something euro. All those things after doing it, somebody like Kenke try to go and tell European rep this. Why this letter? You have it before when you are eating and drinking with Uguru. You have this letter with you. Then the same you go and report the letter again to Mazi Umeh in order to prove that the letter is a fake letter. Why you have it in your phone? Okay, if it is a fake letter.
The same letter that same Austin Abba need to be confirmed on this voice here that the letter is not the letter. The letter was not issued. We see how the whole problem convoluted. The reason why this program is very important, people don't understand the magnitude of what people have done. The same pattern they use across globe, the same pattern, there's no different pattern. But the people they can live on. In UK here, the majority of them, they are looking for paper. That's why they hold them under ransom. Few of them.
How come about your house address to be in that letter? Letter that Abanyim sent through HOD. Why your house address is there? Before we go use it. Before now, I use it. And your address was there. And now you are you go to report it to condemn the rally that I did. To go and report it and condemn this very rally. Follow comrade, everybody should put mouth for this, what I'm saying. Because it seems that some people have ulterior motive than what we are asking for before.
It is quite painful when this man is narrating what happened. You see how they destroy the force of IPOB across the globe. How many people are protesting with this man in Nnamdi? Let just be. When was the last time we have a massive protest? They sabotage every protest that was genuine. The man is crying. The same thing, like I said, the story will continue. Let's follow Italy first. Because I'm the first, when I start my own, I'm the one going to sit down here and be telling the story. I don't need to put voice with their own audience. What they did to us. But it pains me that somebody is crying with your own resource. There was a time, I think one of these programs, Tina Sanwo's sister couldn't come to the same protest that she went and submitted letter. Uguru have to pay for her, and she's saying it in the forum that she doesn't have money. And he says his brother is a professor, but he couldn't pay a common 200 euro to go for the protest. And he claiming that you marry a white man in Italy. Can you imagine? He could not afford to pay a transport to transport yourself, and he claiming that you're fighting for Biafra. When people are talking, it's very, very pathetic. That's why I say these people are the wretched of the wretched that we have seen. It hurts me because I went through this pain. I know what I suffered when Omar Highway came to UK here. I know what happened to me. I have 6 points in my license because of that particular rally. 6 points. It's not even the money. 6 points in my license because of those evil people. It hurt me when this man said this. I feel pain in me. I got 6 points in my license because of these animals. Because I won them in a meeting, but I later obeyed. But he later turned against me. 6 points is in my license. Chris knows about it. It happened in his office. He didn't say it to anybody. I'm talking about the fine I paid. Because of this man.
So therefore, anything, what happened this evening, I'm not happy because Kenke called me. I have called Desmond, and I have called National. I reported it to National, which I'm not happy with Kenke. I'm not happy with him. Hoha. You people should call him and warn him. Oh. He came late today. We called Kenke for the media. When we want to go on the air, he dodged. He dodged us 2 times. He dodged the first day, dodged the second day. You came late today. Upon that, you come to view, to go and report. That is the only thing you come to do, and snap picture. Only you come. No member come with you. Only you come from your zone. No single member come with you. And only you go back. Then you go to condemn the rally we did today. Chukwuma, all of us take this oath. Anybody who go against what we are doing, make this oath to kill that person. I'm not happy about this. After people suffering, some people will go to betray.
Mazi Shadrach, he said to this. Fellow comrade, I want you guys to come here. You know, let me be emphatically clear here. You know, I know some of us might think that this is a joke. This is not a joke. This is a grown man crying. This is a grown man crying. You know why I said this? I said here. I was in this particular. I was in this position here in United Kingdom. You know, because at the end of the day, everybody don't understand what some of us has suffered or paid. Because the people that cause him problem don't contribute nothing. They don't. But you can see a grown man crying. These are people that dedicated their time, their money, everything, effort. People support. The same thing happened in United Kingdom here. I say it's a story for another day. I have 6 points in my license. I didn't drink, I didn't smoke, I didn't speed. For silliness, my instinct. Yeah, even in that meeting, I warned them in the meeting. But you know, because of IPOB, I said I will still make sure that they have speaker. That speaker, that woman is talking. Speaker, because of speaker, we are going to monitor it. I got problem. I lose over £1,500 in cash. With 6 points in my license. Nobody knows about it. Chris knows about it. I didn't come. But when this man is talking, my heart is bleeding. Some of us we have suffered enough on the hand of this man. And let me say this, and let me be clear here. You see IPOB oath. Let me say one thing before we continue. This KK voice is going to be on episode 0010. KK voice will come follow suit. Thank God that this man are narrated. This is the person they're projecting to you as the Italian national coordinator. Parallel Cabal coordinator. A monster, a criminal, a very vulgar non-entity that has got no comprehensive word that comes out of his mouth. We will play his voice next week. So people that listen tonight, pay very good attention. This is not a joke. These people, what they did, that's why I want you to remember you see this memo Nnamdi make official. IPOB, that's why they pray to Mazi Nnamdi to die in prison. But it will be the greatest surprise on them. Nothing will happen to Nnamdi. Mandela spent 27 years in prison. Britain know that if something happened to Mazi Nnamdi, they know what is going to be. It's not Nigeria holding Mazi Nnamdi. I want to tell you that. It's not Nigeria holding Mazi Nnamdi. Britain is holding our leader. We live here. So we know. You know, it's not something we're not hiding it. And they know that nothing shall not happen to Mazi Nnamdi. I'm saying it with boldness. But I will allow you guys to go forward because this is hurting me. I'm feeling pain here while I'm sitting down. Mazi, I will start with Mazi Ekezie. Let's go down from down, then come up. Please take on this man issue because I'm talking. I was not there, but I've been in this position, so it hurts me. That one.
No, Mazi Umeh. You know, this thing they have planned it and cooked it well. and projected that KK. That is why you hear Chukwuma lamenting. They have already projected him. Even when we play all his voice in our this thing, you will hear what he been saying, because Abanim is feeding him. He take that project with Chidema, the sister of Tochira Samoro. They took that project to destabilize Italy. And when I called that lady, and when I told the coordinators that she is an agent, they sent to come and destroy what we are doing here in Italy. They didn't understand it. But when time, as things has been, as things is going on, I told them, look at what I told you people. She's projected to come and destroy with KK, because KK have been closer to National. He believed that he have gathered some information to pass to them. And even if in our meeting, you'll be hearing them, hearing about calling national coordinator, that I have been hearing some coordinator lamenting, you are doing this, because they have asked him for that account and he refused. They have think whatever they can do in order to bring him down. Then they send all these people. Then they will be calling on the background call. And sometimes when I talk to that so-called KK, he said, Mazi, they said. I said, who is saying? Mazi, they said, coordinators are saying. That time he's been gathering them with Chidema. You see what this man is lamenting? In his zone, he's the only person in his zone. He's the only person in his zone. He's contributing nothing. He's the one now they are using. After he had smoke marijuana, you see him lamenting, you see him talking like somebody who when we play his voice, we hear now, you know that the person that is talking is not normal. See what this man is crying, what they spend the night, everything they did to host that rally. Because what he did is because they projected him to do that, and immediately he commit, because everything had been planned. He sent it and call him and say, "Look at this." But that letter, that letter, Bergamo have used it, submitted to agencies in Italy. No comment, because that time Chidema is in charge. But immediately that thing shift from Chidema, it become a fake. And you hear about him said, it's not because of the letter, it's not because of the signature. Then what is the problem? He don't want to say it. So they have already shoot the gun on their leg. They have messed everything. This audio, what we are saying now, have already showed everything that they projected those people, because they have plan, they have agenda in Italy. And the memo said, do not do this, do not do that. They violated everything. And they are now telling us their leadership without onion the order, without onion the direction. You see what they are doing. So, Mazi, I don't have much to do, but I want our people who are listening to us to know what happened in Italy, what these people caused, the damage these people created. That makes some people, when you call for rally, they can't go, because when somebody wastes his energy and money to do some certain things here, how can that person continue to go to rally again? Because the one he hold, you call it fake. You said he did a lot of things. How can that person have a spirit to coordinate the rally again? Let me tell you, in Italy, I'm not saying it as a boast. During the time of Irania, sometime I will use my money to complete their boss. Sometimes I will borrow them, they will pay. Sometimes I say, let them hold it. Even I have said it, 2014 rally, the first money I want to use to buy a car, I gave it to that rally to make it successful. So none of them is here. Not all those rubbish people talking rubbish. They don't know what we have spent in this struggle. They don't know where we started. Even the first registration of IPOB here in Italy, in my zone, Treviso, we made it happen. We are the one who contributed that money. So make sure that when Onyendo comes here, that he will relax. And Onyendo praise us that the first time in history, Italy have registered IPOB worldwide. We made it happen. Treviso zone, before other countries started. But all those morons, they don't know what is going on. They will come and start shouting. The problem is those people who is still the financial and those who bring out their mind and the zeal to work for this Biafra are the ones that are pushing by the side.
Yeah, Mazi, because the reason is because they want to stifle our leader. But no, Mazi, thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. Mazi Ephraim, can you take the stage, please?
Thank you very much, Mazi. I think Mazi Amadeus have said a lot. Yes, nailed it. And I don't have much to say on this. Because this guy they're talking about, KK, we heard the Roma coordinator who said even the rally came late. That has been the way he comes to rally. He lives in the axis of Rome, which he lives close to this coordinator here. Each time there's a rally in Rome, he doesn't even try to organize it. This guy, the Roma coordinator, has been the one championing it. Then in his own zone, this person has no members. So what makes him a coordinator? More of coming to involve himself in something. A lot of things have gone wrong in this struggle. His job as a coordinator, he doesn't know it. If you at all, he's a coordinator because he was coordinating himself. He's not coordinating people. He's not up to 5 people. Maybe if you are coordinator up to 5 people, then we assume, we'll say, okay, this is a coordinator. But these are miscreants. People that will come to cause problem, that they don't contribute anything. Time to come, the audios that will be heard in our program, the subscribe programs, you will understand who this guy is. So this guy is an agent. An agent. Yeah. So nothing much I will put there because the guy himself, this KK himself, is a saboteur. Nothing else. Just where he does his megad, because he does megad is in this megad, just like all this Aboki at home, that guy's gate. That's what he does here. Where after doing that job, where he does that and then come out, he doesn't even have time to go and even do evangelism where he lives. Because as a coordinator, you don't do evangelism, you don't talk to our people, you don't go to where they gather. You are even avoiding yourself from where the Biafran people gather. You're quarreling with them in your zones. So why do you present yourself as a coordinator? So this guy is not a coordinator to start with. Thank you very much.
No, Mazi, thank you. We appreciate you guys. You guys are wonderful. And like I said, this is enormous. A lot of people must understand that it is not easy. But like I said, Italy is what it is. And anything that is dear to our leaders' heart is something they must not mess with. But tonight, again, I will reiterate, anyone listening to me, sitting in any country, you have the power, but you don't know how to use them. Ekezie is sitting in a tie bomb. You know what? A keg of gunpowder. His signature is now in our code of conduct. He doesn't know how he indicted himself. And now, as an official memo sent to him by his leader, and has been held over 2 years plus, over 31 months ongoing. He defiled it. You know what that means? That is why Ifeanyi Ejiofor is a monster. He's not qualified to speak as a lawyer. He don't even understand what being a lawyer. He should go back to the village and face his career as a native doctor. Mazi Uguru, please give us your perspective and we'll close this program. There, Mazi.
Mazi, thank you very much. Before I go on with the clip we just played now, you remind me something about the Chikezie, the vegetable himself. Chikezie wrote to me on my signal. He's still there. He denied that memo. He wrote there, said that only he knows cannot say such a thing. Check it doesn't mean I will send it to you through his signal.
Mazi, do me a favor. Send me the screenshot. Send me the screenshot. Go on, Mazi. Go on.
I will do that. I will do that. Now, so this guy, Shedrack Mafu, lamenting on. Mazi, I'm not going to say anything because the way I do my own thing, we are playing their voices. By the time, by episode 007, when the kangaroo will lament, then that is the time I will have something to say over him. I'm not going to say anything now because whatever I say now, just because the animal you are pushing, if you go to hunt in the bush, you cannot run. The animal you are hunting will be flowing behind you. The animal you are pursuing will be run and run after the animal. That's how I will put the issue of cricket now. Until 007, then the whole world will hear how devilish and how imbecilic he have come to kill in IPOB.
Thank you.
Let me reserve the word I'm going to after until after his voice.
Okay. Thank you guys for coming, and I think tonight is another wonderful opportunity for Biafrans to get to hear from the horse's mouth, and we still maintain that this program remains to educate our people. This is IPOB Italian EXCO with me here, and my name is Mazi Chukwuma. Reside here, United Kingdom. I am the host of this particular program here in Biafra Power Media International, and we continue to bring this to you. Episode 0010 will emerge next week, and we're definitely going to come back here again and show you like Mazi Obichukwukamadu, Uguru, International Coordinator, has particularly emphasized that he's not going to give any word now. Based on the voice we play, because we have a lot in stock for you. So, like I said, what we do here is with evidence. It's what they use the fast check. If you're fast checking, everything we do here has been fact checked before we come on air. And one thing we must not do is to lie or speak ill against a fellow comrade, regardless what they have done. That is why we meticulously watch this individual rope themselves, before we came out. So once again, I thank you guys for coming tonight. May Chukwuma continue to guide and protect all of you and your families. Yeah, there one and there one.
There one, Mazi George.
There one.
Thank you, Mazi.
There one. No. Yes. Yeah. I'm still here. My name's Mazi Chukwuma. Some of you have heard. And those that are going to watch this program, like we said, this program is basically to educate you, and we continue to do this. Definitely, UK. We with a time, I will be letting out some information as well, the exposing the evil, because the party never changed. When Nnamdi suggested this in 2017, when they tried TriPob and RIPOB, it didn't work. That's nothing they did that was intelligential to me. We know what they were doing. We're just watching them to rope themselves, which they have done. And when they're exhausted, they don't know what they're doing. But I have to tell again, I'll reiterate again for anybody that listens to me. You see, what these people don't know is that all of them have already indicted themselves. You see a Jofo, you see Ifeanyi Jofo. That is why you see that monster. His program, already so 002 which is I'm gonna come on 003 because I saw he went on shenanigan again, so I have to respond to him anytime he's dabbling into issue because he doesn't represent Mazi Umeh in any shape or form, neither IPOB. He representing because he's the coup plotter. He's their chief, he's their king leader. Ejiofor is their king leader, so he's looking for a place to sell himself without mentioning Mazi Umeh. He's finished. Now a time will come, he's going to get restrained because you're no longer employed. You're not allowed to use that Mazi Umeh's name. They're inviting him in all this platform that doesn't belong to IPOB anymore. For some of you who does not being naive, not understanding what is happening. I'll reiterate again. You see our code of conduct that Chike Doziem signatory is there. Number one. You see this memo that I showed you here by Mazi Umeh. These two things is what you require. And our leader is very, very intelligent because Onyendu is being directed by Chukwuma. When our special counsel came out to deliver the message he delivered concerning those that are using his name and perpetrating crime in Biafra, some people think it's a joke. They know the implication. Now, I want to remind you because Ejiofor did not know what rendition means. So Ejiofor didn't understand. I remember when he put up some memo against Simon Ekpa. He said, and I was like, this guy, okay, you live in the zoo. Someone that lives in Finland that doesn't have any, doesn't believe, he can never step his foot in the zoo as a stand now, or because even though he's working with the Nigerian government, he's not gonna come, he's not gonna do it. Even though when they arrested him, what did they do? Because they know who he's working for. When he was arrested in Finland, what did they do to him? Nothing. Because they know who he's working for. They know who he was working for. So we know all these things. It's not something I'm gonna come here and talk. We don't talk about. I'm making a reference here tonight, some people to understand. But why I'm emphasizing on this, I want you to open your eye. Chike Doziem didn't even know what is happening around him. That is why you see him stop coming out because already he messed up. Now you're giving people memo to write, but you've been writing memo left, right, and center. It's not your job. That's not what you're supposed to do in IPOB as the head of the United of State. So what is resentment? Where is it coming from? Is that what we employ you to do? As writing memo in country it doesn't reside, before you write memo against people, you don't investigate. The CRC doesn't exist. Your so-called deputy don't do nothing. All of you came to destroy what Mazi Umeh have built for and the blood of our people. But I want to reiterate again, for anyone that wants to take any legal action in any country, you don't need any. All you need, translate our code of conduct and that memo to anywhere you're going. Any firm you drop that to, they know what to do. Take it from me. I'm not joking. Those that are wishing Mazi Umeh dead, their generation will wipe off. Those that are wishing Mazi Umeh to spend 25 years in prison, their generation will wipe off. Mark my words somewhere. When I told them that they sowed this, the day they sowed the seed of decoy is the day they scared our father we beg. The late King Israel Kanu and Lord Ugeze, you people secreted that particular palace. I told you, your parents and your children will die miserably. And then you guys think I'm joking. I said, mark my word somewhere. You guys will not come out of it. The oath we took will hunt your unborn kids. As long as man walk this earth, none of you will get scot-free for what you have done. That's my word to every single one of you. Nothing will happen to Mazi Umeh. I don't sit down and be praying for him. No, I'm not the one that sent him. We are the people that followed him. I didn't send him. The man that sent him, the God that sent him, have already incubated him. So anything you guys are doing is waste of your time. But we are here to speak word, to speak life, and to speak fire into anything that will happen. We pass a decree and it will come to pass. That's our job. Today, what is happening? Where are they today? We told them from the beginning. Those people running their mouth, where are they today? Where are they today? We told them. Some of them, their mother died. They couldn't even say it with their mouth. But we want them. Things are happening, but you won't see them. The oath we took, we don't joke with it because we know it's a blood covenant. Like I said, we can continue to protect our leader and his entire household and all the genuine IPOB members. Doesn't matter where you are. And I want to say something here. Let me advise some of our people. You see, there's categories of IPOB members that joined us in 2020, during the COVID. Majority of them, not even all even those ones were those that joined 2015. Some of them are even more dangerous than those ones. But the people, the species of 2019, 2020, they are feeble. And I will tell you what some of them have done. In my zone, I know so many of them that were in the forum. What they did is gather people's number and calling them at back, creating parallel forum, the one that calling themselves autopilot or whatnot. I want to address you guys on air. Let me tell you that it defined our oath. Do you understand what I'm saying? Even there was one that put me in the forum for a time, and I just ignored him after he took me out by himself. I never accused anybody joining anybody because I know people where you can call it that you are ignorant is not excuse in the court of law. Ignorant is not excuse. If you have signed a contract, if that contract doesn't elapse, if you break it, he's going to pay penalty for it. Let me remind you that the oath we took doesn't have excuse. You didn't say, oh, because that man, no. I want to remind some of you. As a particular lady, I took out her phone and she asked me, why did I take him out of phone? Maybe you watch me, you will listen. I didn't respond to you. Do you know why? The things you have done in the past, I know. It's still in our main forum, but the particular forum I took you out, I have a reason why I did that. But I'm advising some of you that have done this, know that you have offended our forum. And you're not going to get it. You're not going to go scot-free. You might be thinking it's a joke. It's not a joke. That's why before you join, we sit, you take oath, and people witness it. It is blood covenant. I want you to only you say 100 men, we are in the era. We are not looking for people to go to call people, say, come on. No. Nobody forced you to join. That's why I stand on my ground. I remember one incident that happened in my zone one day. One lady, I think it's from Benin. She joined us in the meeting, told me she took oath and blah, blah, blah. At the end of the day, and she called me private call and said, if you come to meeting, you must take oath. It doesn't matter the oath you took. I don't care what the oath is, but you must take official IPOB oath. As a coordinator, I'll preside over you. That day in the meeting, it was online. The woman, I get your point, the woman said she wouldn't do it. She didn't take that oath, and I injected her. She followed suit with bombarding me with text and bad words. I never responded. After, she came back to me and told me, there was a woman in that meeting. I didn't know that the woman was not under oath. But let me tell you, people like that will die miserably. Because I had her name, and I had it in register. It was a mistake. I'm saying this on air. I want to address something. To understand this is not, IPOB is not a joke. Some of you think that this is a community meeting or this is a club meeting. I want to warn you people. Because what you people have, what you have inherited, you don't even know. If you knew, you will stand now to make a 360-degree knowing. Because he only said, once you're out, you're out. If you want to come back, you will go back from the beginning again, to start again. That's why some of these people that have gone out of IPOB, we see they have pardoned them. We don't pardon. IPOB don't forget. We don't pardon. I'm making this particular session tonight for some people to take it home. It's not a joke. Majority of you that went behind, calling people from the back, creating parallel forums. If you were contracted from the beginning, or you claiming that you were confused, that's why you're doing it, I'm letting tonight know that you have offended the oath we took. Maybe you didn't know the content of that oath. I wish you know. But you didn't know. Like people that is this Simon Ekpa? Simon Ekpa never took us. I would say Simon Ekpa is smarter than all of you. Some of you are dumb and stupid. He didn't take oath of IPOB. He never took oath. The one that said he didn't take oath of IPOB. He didn't take oath that we know. If they said they give him oath, tell off to him. But he will inherit it one way or the other. But I'm saying those official, take it from me. Because some of you, what you people have done, you think we are playing a joke. I don't speak, I don't talk anyhow. But what I'm saying this tonight is that when it comes to things that sign our oath, I want you people to be very careful with it. May Chukwuma bless all of us. Those with still clean heart that they swim what all of us have sworn an oath. May Chukwuma give us direction and understanding and wisdom. And it's good evening for me, and there will no much like.